the Preparedness Coordinator, Stephanie Baker. Good morning.
Morning.
I'm excited because we're going to play a game later in this segment. So I'm very excited. See, we're going to test some of our knowledge on emergency preparedness.
And Stephanie's been here before. I'm pretty sure she's talked to both of you about this stuff, so we're expecting, high levels on this.
I know.
Well, it's the time of year, I think, every year we start to think, we've got hurricanes starting, we've got the wildfires out west, we've got winter weather coming. So what do we have to be ready for here in Jackson?
Yeah, what are our emergencies?
Well, that might be spoiling some of the game.
Oh, okay. All right.
But it is Emergency Preparedness Month.
Yeah, September
is, so we start thinking about, all of those things and highlight, what we need to do to be prepared in the community. And, of course, the health department, we have, our emergency management and stuff in the county, but our emergency preparedness is a little different in how we prepare. And Stephanie, make sure we're set for health emergencies and others, because other threats, affect our health as well.
Yesterday, we observed the anniversary of 9/11, and I think it's an opportunity that, throughout the country, we salute first responders.
Absolutely.
Because with an emergency. And we had extensive 3-day training in Jackson earlier this week. And a lot of people didn't know about that, and by design.
Yeah.
We didn't want people to be alarmed, but it becomes more involved and bigger every year and brings in much more people.
You got to practice. There's no way to know exactly how you're going to react unless you put yourself in the scenario. And many companies and businesses have had active shooter training at their location, and the staff are often surprised at how their body reacts, how they feel, what the noises are, that type of thing. So it's just an opportunity to put yourself in that situation, and then during an emergency, you're more likely to respond that way.
Very good.
Yeah,
well, we have some cards. We're going to play a game. Are you ready?
You brought in a game.
Stephanie, are you ready?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So you're gonna tell us how this is gonna work.
So I have some questions with multiple choice answers. So
Okay.
you have A, B, and C. One of the correct answers is either A, B, or C.
Okay.
And we'll see what everybody thinks, and then we can discuss that topic a minute.
Is there like all of the above that we'd hold up all three?
Nope.
Maybe.
Maybe.
There might be, but let's play.
Okay.
We'll find out.
All right. Let's see.
So can we put a question
Yeah,
up?
let's do it.
Okay.
So question 1. If there is a tornado warning, do you need to seek immediate cover? A, yes. B, no. C, you should look at your weather app for more information. It looks like we have a unanimous decision of A, yes.
Okay. I
So-
feel like that was an easy one to start
That's a
with.
starter, yeah.
So the point there, though, is the difference between a watch and a warning. So
Sure.
a warning is that conditions are imminent, or the threat's actually there, where a watch is maybe it could happen type of thing. I saw a great little meme, Meteorology Explained, and it had that that a watch is like a taco bar, and a warning is when you have the taco.
Oh, that's a very
So
good
you have all the parts
Yeah.
and the pieces that are not in place yet when you have a watch, and a warning is you actually have it. So, all right,
Question two.
2. What answer contains 2 items that should be in your emergency kit? So we want both of them. A flashlight and an electric can opener, closed-toed shoes and frozen food, or water
Look at-
and a
You guys waited
battery-operated
for me.
radio.
I saw that. I saw you guys wait for me. We might need to put the lower camera up in the corner so we can see. Kristin and Bart both waited for me to show my answer.
All right, well, C is the correct answer, and largely that's because, yes, you want a flashlight, but you don't want to put an electric can opener. You want to have manual items that don't need electricity, and you want the shoes, but you're not going to put frozen food in your kit. You need non-perishable.
We don't even have an electric can opener at home because we can't seem to make them work.
Well, good.
As long as you can make the manual work, you're fine,
We
right?
can't make those work either.
All right. So other go kit items, you want to think about first aid kit, make sure you have clothing, toiletries, those other things
Yeah.
you might need during an emergency. So number 3, what should you do with important documents before an emergency hits? A, make electronic copies and put them in your go kit. B, post them on the internet. Or C, give them to friends.
I think you could do C too.
Oh, you're not supposed to post them on Facebook?
I think you could give them to your friends.
Oh, I
to
agree
hold
with
on
you.
to.
I like that, but
Yeah.
B is probably something you shouldn't do.
Well,
There are some people that post everything on the internet.
right,
Yeah,
exactly.
everything. Mhm.
So I agree with the give them to your friends. You can do that too, or
Okay.
at least have a copy of things in some other location. Doesn't have to be, friends, fans, something so that they're somewhere else. But it's really the idea, make sure you have your important papers pulled together, you know where they are, your insurance policies, that kind of thing.
That's something that I think
Yeah.
everyone needs to take seriously, and we probably don't as much as we should. I know I don't.
No, they're scattered all over in the junk.
They're scattered all over
drawers.
town.
Yeah.
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 All right, number 4. What communication method will be most likely to work during an emergency? A, social media. B, text.
Can.
C, tin can and a string.
Sorry, I do like a tin can.
I feel like the tin can and string could be.
I'm gonna go with both of these.
I thought,
I think social media and text.
You have a tin can-
communications are going to be down.
Not necessarily. Sometimes you're able to use social. Sometimes social media would work before text would work, Bart.
Your phone will be dead. No battery. And the
So is
cell towers. The cell
Stephanie, is the answer tin can and string?
no.
So you're wrong.
There have been people use social media to try to get help, but you're not guaranteed to get to
Right.
a responder and the time and that
course.
type of thing.
Okay.
Often the telephone system will be overwhelmed, but text messages may still go through because they're a smaller amount of data and those may get where you need.
I'll change my answer.
Don't look at my answer, please.
And bonus question, can you text 911 in Jackson County?
Yes.
Let's find
Yeah.
out.
Good.
Don't.
All right, number 5. What is the name of the mass notification system used by Jackson County?
Oh,
Code
I'm gonna
Red,
cheat.
Genesis Protect, or Smart 911?
I've cheated.
How did you cheat?
He
I
saw
saw
my
what
answer.
Kristen did.
Oh, okay, all
He
right.
put Code Red.
We're
But
even.
Code Red, I can understand why you would pick Code Red.
Yeah. For some reason, I thought it was Code Red last time we were.
So-
Code Red used to be.
The county just recently changed. The
Okay.
city still uses Code Red for like hydrant flushing and ward announcements and things like that, but the county has moved to Genesis Protect.
Okay.
So there's a new sign up on the county webpage. Go there and get signed up. You'll get alerts that are targeted to the addresses you put in. So they'll be for your home, your area. You may not know that there's something going on in Concord if you live in Grass
Sure.
Lake.
I think there's a flaw in Code Red anyway, because a viewer reported they got a boil water advisory the other day, and
Really?
there was no boil water advisory.
There was a boil water advisory for a small portion of the city, just a very, very small portion.
Great.
See, and that's where Genesis is going to, the city is still with the Code Red, but Genesis, if that had went out in a Genesis system, they can target those addresses right there
Oh, no
instead
kidding.
of, the whole
Doing
city.
a wider area.
Yes, so someone probably did tell you that there was no boil
Someone
water
told
in
me.
your area.
JD, John
That's
Daniel
right.
was. He got a
Question
boil
6.
water.
Let's throw it up on the screen.
How often should you review and update your emergency plan and go kit? A, every 5 years. B, every day.
That's not what I wanted.
C, once a year.
I almost answered that.
All right, yes, once a year. And in addition to looking and reviewing your kit, you want to make sure and practice your plans too, so that your family know how they're going to communicate and where they're going to meet.
I like the meeting plan, meeting place. That's really important because, again, the phones might not work. And
Yeah. We got to get to the last question, Bart.
Okay,
We're running out
all
of
right.
time.
Number 7, what Jackson County hazards are ranked as most likely to occur and have the most impact? Ice and snow, public health emergencies, or energy emergencies?
You cheater,
You're right.
Bart.
Yes, it is. Actually, all of them.
You cheated.
And back to that, it's important to know what your risks are so that you can make your plans. But all of those were identified in our county hazard mitigation plan as top hazards in Jackson County.
so who won?
Kristen.
Oh, you weren't keeping score.
We all won because
Oh,
we're all-
everyone is a
Yes.
winner.
That's right.
Yes.
All this
Everyone gets a
information,
prize.
everything available on your website, of
Yes.
course, as well.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Yeah, and really what is it, ready.gov?
Yes, ready.gov, and then Michigan also has michigan.gov/myready is all of the Michigan specific and has lots of plans and templates that are helpful.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for being with us today. And
Thanks
the
for
fun.
playing along.
Yeah, it was fun. Kristin Pluta and Stephanie Baker from the Jackson County Health Department. More of the show after this.